Okay, so here's my latest project. This is for my friend Mike, and he wants me to motorize this. It's a 3-wheeled bike, and I don't know, it's made by, what is it, Trailmate, I guess. And he didn't pay much for it, so it's a real comfortable. He bought a nice seat for it, real comfortable seat. But I don't know, it's pretty simple. It's got it only powers one wheel, this wheel. So what I'm gonna have to do, my first thing is weld those two together. So just put a nice piece of stock in there and then weld them, and then so it'll power this wheel also. Then obviously you gotta take this guy off. Then cut a channel right there, right here above the sprocket, so there's a nice clear pathway for the other chain, which could come straight up. And for a power plant, I'm using 6.5 horse from Harbor Freight, and then for a clutch, I'm using it's a Northern Tool clutch for four strokes and stuff. So that's my little project, and I'll call this part 1 because there's probably going to be a lot of parts. So right now I'm going to get started on just for the obvious things. So let me set up my camera and then I'll begin construction. Okay, so first thing I gotta do, and this is probably going to stay off permanently, is the basket. And that's not too hard of a task to do. It's just loosening a couple little bolts. So just gonna fast forward through this part and you'll see what I'm gonna do next. Okay, so as you can see, the basket's off. Nothing real special. Just gonna clean this up a little bit. Bunch of junk, especially because down here I'm gonna be welding down here, so you want it nice and clean. Probably gonna hit it with the wire brush down under here. I don't know if you can't really see that, but under there. But nice one way on it also, which is going to be helpful. But should be a real simple build. It's not going to be too many parts because it's not going to take that long. Well, it's not so much it won't take that long, but it's not too many steps. It's sort of a, I don't know, just kind of do it thing. So. Okay, so that's all cleaned up. Now, next step is going to be, actually probably going to be welding these two parts together. So I'm going to change the camera angle so you can see exactly what I'm talking about, because you can't really tell from it up there. So I'll do that, and then I'll start welding. Okay, so here's the new parts that I have to weld. Not so much new parts, but here are the parts. Right here and right here. As you can see, the sprocket's right here, so it only powers the right wheel. And which wouldn't be that big of an issue, because obviously if you can ride the bike and it goes straight, then it'll do the same with the motor. But when you hit bumps and you hit up in the air a little bit, when it comes down, it's going to want to really veer to the left, or it might just want to do that anyway. But just to be safe, I just want to do this. But so first thing I'm going to do is connect my air. I'm going to hit this part with the wire wheel. So I'm going to get the wire wheel set up and make sure my air compressor is all good, and then I'm going to do that. So I'll be back. Okay, so here we got my axle right here, and here I have my air tool. So I'm just going to put it right in there and then clean off the surface. Just going to turn the wheel a little bit so I can get to other parts. The axle. Okay, so that's a lot better, and so what I'm going to do is finish up the other one, and in part 2 I'm going to start all the welding. So see you in part 2.